Everyone, well, I was going to go on a bike ride today, but I didn't feel like it, so I decided to come in the garden since it's so sunny, and I'll show you what I've been up to. I can't do half the things I wanted to because I haven't got things, so I'll tell you as I go along. Right, this bed had my dahlias in. Oh, as soon as I start talking, the dogs start barking. Wonder if it's 3 o'clock, time for kids to come out from school. Anyway, this had my dahlias in, took them all out, and these were loose. So now they're solid, so when I put my corrugated plastic across there, it makes me a lovely little cold frame. But they kept falling off, so Mark has fixed them for me. So that's that bed ready. Just needs, I normally put a bag of rotted horse manure on top of it every year, so that's ready to go. Tidied the tunnel, and this has not been dug. If you think it's been dug, we have a no dig system in here, but why this is loose on top is it's the remains of the compost from out of different pots that add things like peppers and stuff in that I don't that's died off because of the winter. So I've just chucked the spare compost on here, and there was a few weeds coming up because normally I cover this over the winter and I haven't done. I think there must be somebody at the door. I'll have to go and find out. So I was saying, cleared out some weeds from it, and I was about to put the cover on, then I realised my hotspot tape's not come, so I've got to wait for that. So I'm hoping this weekend I can get the cover on it. And then I've just been stood looking at the two boxes, and I think I've muddled the covers up, and they both say the same size on the box, but they're not exactly the same size because one goes up into a point. My new one goes up into a point instead of round. So I'm just going to have to hope I've picked the right one. So that's that done. Been weeding the spring onions, and I'm about to take the covers off of these and weed these, and I might just leave the covers off now. It should be big enough. They're supposed to be able to go over winter anyway. And my bulbs are looking lovely. Look at that. Oh, them daffodils and crocuses, and I've got my first, where are you, somewhere there, my first tulip. See if I can get a bit closer. There you are, first tulip, and another little one just to one side coming. And we're going into the shade again so you can't see, but all around this tree there's loads of bulbs coming up. So it's going to look really pretty in a bit. I wanted to put in the dahlias that I've moved out that bed into pots. That's the first one. The rest are stuck underneath my patio set, underneath the tarpaulin, to keep them protected until I fill some pots. I'm quite pleased with putting this straw around these onions and garlic, because if you can see through this netting, there's no weeds. Look at that, no weeds at all. So that's good. Right, well, there the covers off. There's a couple at the top that's gone a bit leggy for some strange reason. Just here. In fact, they've gone to seed. That's why, and they don't even look like spring cabbage actually. They look like they've got a different leaf. Oops, I broke it, but you can see. You see that? That is not spring cabbage. So they might as well come out because they've gone to seed. So I don't know what they were, but they was in the spring cabbage packet. So in this row there was one here, and I've lost one. You can't see because of the shade. Yeah, hold on. Lost one up there in the middle. They're looking all right, and so are the mustard greens. So I'm going to get them weeded, and I'm going to get some straw put round them to stop the weeds growing again. Well, that's looking better. There's one or two gaps, so I'm going to stick some beetroot in the gaps. I'm going to start some beetroot inside. It's a bit early yet to plant them straight outside, but I've got an old packet of parsnips. That's so it's no hardship if they don't come up, because it is an old packet. But you can sow parsnips at the minute, so I'm going to sow them in between these cabbages, and they can be growing away, and by the time I've took all the cabbages up, then if they've come up they should be all right. Let's get on with that. So I'm going to do 2 lines there and sew them pretty thin, and then I'm going to do a line all the way up there to the top. It's not very good. So there, I've got some seeds in lot. I'm going to carry on putting them in all the way to the other end. Well, the seeds are in. My frame is up to put my netting over so the birds don't eat my cabbage, and a bit more weeding on one side, and then I'm done. That's the kale weeded, and I'm going to put beetroot round it. Well, not close, but you know, down these sides. I'm going to put some in some pots and grow them on inside until it's warm enough to put them out. Oh look, my Aquilegius is coming up, or Granny's bonnet, or there's lots of different names for it. This one's a purple one. That's looking nice. I've got another one coming here. I'm going to have to weed this, but some of this don't look like weed. It looks like some plant I had growing in another pot over here, so it must have seeded in, so I have to be careful what I'm doing when I pull that out. Well, the net's up in a fashion, not as good as normal, but can't find any of my clips, so I've had to manage with stones and just normal big clips that I use for things, but it'll keep the birds off and but let the sun in, and the birds can't go pecking about and digging my seeds up. Well, I don't believe this. Cucumbers. 2 different varieties. So that's 2 and that's 3. And I can see the other 3rd variety, with number 1, is coming up. There's only the 4th variety that's not showing any signs. Can't believe that. They've only been in. I can't remember when I put them in now. I'll have to check the video. But I'm sure I did it at the weekend, so 3 days? We'll have to check, maybe 4. That's brilliant. So I've been and fetched my daylight lamp. It's got a daylight bulb in it. It's the one I used to use for my art stuff when I used to do a lot of art. And it works really well, I've discovered. It stops them leaning towards the window. And at the minute they've got a nice bit of sunshine just coming through the window on them. And then I've got the bulb over the top on this side shining. So hopefully everything will be fine. That took me a bit by surprise. Wasn't really ready for that. Well, that's it for today. I'm going in because I've got a doctor's appointment this afternoon. So I better go and get a wash and have something to eat. Otherwise I'll be missing my appointment if I stay out here much longer.